everyone. I'm your host, owner, and creator of the Mix. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have a guest here, my sis, Amasha, and we're
Hey, y'all.
Stop to my sis, Amasha, you guys. Yes, I have a guest. Your girl is switching it up a bit. So we're going to go ahead and discuss. We're going to have a conversation and give our reviews and commentary and opinion on the Queens of R&B, the show with SWV and XSCAPE. So before I dive into my commentary, before we both dive into our commentary and reviews about it, we're going over episode 3. I need for you to like, share, and subscribe to The Mix. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Drop a comment, drop a comment, drop a comment. Again, you guys.
Comment, y'all. Comment. We need some activity here.
That's
comment.
Right. That's right. That's right. So I got my girl, Amasha. You guys are going to love her. So let me go ahead and just, guys, Amasha, what are your thoughts on this particular scene with Tamika and her mom? What are your thoughts? How do you feel?
Well, you know, it was kind of disturbing to me because her mom came to her house to fight with her. Her mother didn't come to me being open, trying to hear Tamika's point of view. She was always on the defense the whole scene. You know, she came in and, you know, even her greeting was kind of shady, you know. What's wrong with you? What do you mean what's wrong with me? You came over here because I invited you here. I'm trying to make amends with you. But then she, you know, says, well, I love you. You know, it's almost like, well, okay, well, I still love you though. But she had fight in her when she came in. Her energy was off. When she came in that door, she was not here to hear that girl's side of the story.
Do you believe it's lingering from the last situation and maybe there's some type of underlying embarrassment the mother felt because of what all took place and what was being displayed? I'm not 100% sure if this is sort of scripted in a sense, but that's not the energy I'm giving. And we're just going to say for the purposes of shits and giggles or whatever. I don't know, you know, for entertainment purposes. Perhaps it was, but in a sense that with Tamika inserting this something personal like this, the mom was just irritated.
She was embarrassed. The mom seems like she's the type that, you know, we're good on the outside, but you know, they got a lot of skeletons in the closet. So the nerve of you to put out family business to the public. I taught you better than that. We're different, you know. You know, the nerve of you to hurt my image like that, you know.
Yes, Amasha.
So,
okay.
Her mom was definitely offended that you told these people our personal business. You know, she was supposed to keep it in the family. She was supposed to suffer in silence because that's how her mother raised her. So the nerve of her to perform for these folks.
I could not agree with you more. It really seems like there's a deep-rooted issue within their family, within their household that has gone unchecked. And as you stated, and I agree, since Tamika advertised this on television, you know, it
aired their dirty laundry.
Yeah, like you said, how dare you? You know, and that's why she came over there, like you said. She came over there to fight. Yeah.
She came over there to fight with that girl. Yeah. She did not have an ounce of, I want to hear Tamika's side or understand her side.
It was so disingenuous and so dismissive of what, it was like, whatever, but the mom.
But my feelings, what you did to me, how I'm hurt.
And it's not even about TOCHA. Right. And it's not even about TOCHA, I don't think, you know, in this sense. Because the mom is just
this particular instance is not about TOCHA, but the whole underlying problem is TOCHA.
It's TOCHA, absolutely. Woo! I totally agree.
This situation is really, again, you embarrassed me in front of company. That's what a mom is mad about. I don't even care how you feel. You embarrassed me in front of company. And go ahead.
So what do you think? I don't know if you heard because it was kind of cutting in and out. What do you think about what Tamika said? She believes that her mom is, it seemed like bitter about her own routes in life, and her mom's outcome now, and so she's channeling it and taking that out on Tamika. Tamika is the oldest, right? Tamika is older than Tasha.
Tamika is the youngest.
What? Okay, I thought Tasha was, okay. I thought
she's younger than Tasha.
Wow,
she's about a year apart, like we are.
Wow, it seems like Tamika is old. It's like the maturity, and
ain't that's how our relationship is. I'm so mature, older.
Yeah,
but I'm the youngest.
Right. Oh my gosh. Okay.
And it's unfortunate that so many Black households have that family dynamic. You know, the youngest, I am the youngest, and I look more like our father. And I felt like our mother took it out on me too, because they didn't make it. You know, she treated me differently because I look so much like him and I act so much like him. So I absolutely understand Tamika. I absolutely understand her.
Right.
I absolutely understand her. And because the difference was always made, it forces us to grow up, to mature. We got to learn how to protect our own selves, because our mother is going to protect our sister. So while my mother's protecting my sister, who's protecting me? I have to protect myself. So that's when, you know, I become guarded. I become hard. I become me, you know. It's just circumstances that made the personality that we came with, you know. And Tamika seems like she has the same issue, and she channeled it with her kids. She wanted to make a difference with her kids. I did the same thing. I didn't want my child to go through none of the things that I went through growing up. And so I did something different. And our relationship is different, you know. My relationship with my child is different from my relationship with our mother. But this is the relationship that I nurtured with her.
Right. I totally agree. There is definitely a connection. And in a sense, I have a connection too with Tamika in terms of, and it may not be just exact, it's just not being heard in a different area of my life, a different relationship of my life, where I felt I didn't have a voice, in what I wanted, or at that time didn't matter, you know. And it was like, forget this and that, I'm making this decision, this is how it's supposed to be, or this and that, whatever the case may be. But to me, Tamika's energy, honestly, it was definitely organic. And I felt that. And I also believe, like, when her mom came over, like I said, she was just a bit dismissive. I too also think that Tamika knew, like, if you watch the entire scene, you might want to go back. Tamika just looked like, okay, like, this is business as usual. That she don't believe what her mom is saying. Like, okay, we're gonna hug it out. And I think towards the end of that clip, that scene, Tamika was like, you know, and hopefully, you know, we can move forward. So right there is telling me this is not over. There's still some unhealed. It's
actually telling me that Tamika has made her peace with the situation. She know her mother's not going to change. She knows that what just happened was just words for the camera. You know, they were showing out for the camera.
Right.
But in real life,
it up, the Tamika, pretty. Okay, we're going to look pretty for the camera.
We're going to make it pretty. We're going to hug it out. But I know,
because I know the church people are looking. I know her church friends or her bingo friends are probably looking, you know, and I'm just being
right.
we know that they're looking. Her card getting friends or her prayer meeting group is looking. So we're gonna, you know, talk to Sal, and, you know, I'm gonna pretend for the, you know, but business as usual. Yeah,
as usual.
I feel bad.
Navigated through life that way, knowing that she will never have her mother's full love, undivided attention, unless it's beneficial for her mother.
You know, and then also too, I believe Tamika, like she said too, I think in that particular clip, she was like, she felt like, I stood up to my mom for the first time. I think she said that, or something like that.
Yeah, she put her foot down and chose herself.
Yes,
she chose herself at that point. You know, and I think this is Tamika's awakening. This series is her awakening. You know, I've noticed that they went on tour without TOCHA. That had to be a big step for Tamika to do. You know, so in this instance, Tamika is now choosing Tamika. She's going to make the best decision for Tamika, not for the family, for Tamika,
Right.
which she should have done years ago.
Yeah.
But
you heard what her mama said, and I don't mean to cut you off. She was like, I think Tamika said something to she alluded to like, you like act like you the fifth member. Her mom was like, I am the fifth member.
Yeah,
said,
that's exactly when her apology went out of the window for me. Her saying that she was so defensive when she was saying this to Tamika.
She like the big Don. I made the decision. I am the big Don. I'm the mom. I'm Queen B. You didn't know.
And that clip right there let me know her mother's intentions was to check her.
Yeah.
She waited for the ample opportunity to turn up on her.
And her mom seemed like she's that entitled. Like you. If it wasn't for me, to having you. You wouldn't be where you at.
I put that mic in your hand. Did she say that?
Yep. Ooh, I said, Mom, Dukes is a trip. And I say that respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Because, I just have respect for people. Mom, that's just me or whatever. But at the same time, we all grown. We all adults. So I feel Tamika. But the way her mom was speaking, I'm like, this lady is like, how did she? Oh, I probably would have been MIA for years. I couldn't have, like as we all continue to grow, mature, and evolve, you would think people will grow, mature, and evolve, especially if you're exposed to different things, this and that, different people, just life, period. You will evolve, and your thinking will transcend too, hopefully for the better. Her mom just seemed like she just stuck. And
those church folks, y'all don't get mad at me, but them church folks got a whole different personality.
I'm not mad.
They don't act like they can grow. They set in their ways,
Not all church people. I'm gonna interject there. Not all church people, because
most church people.
I hear you.
From my experience,
that's the religious side. To me, as I continue to grow and evolve, church is different for me. My relationship with God is different. It's not about perfection, because none of us are perfect, period. We all fall short. Even those in the pulpit, even those at Bible study, even those who sing in the choir, even those that run Sunday school, nobody is perfect. And that's what I had to learn and grow. And that was independently when I detached myself from the traditional Baptist style type of, and there's no disrespect to people's religion, culture, whatever the case may be, but I'm speaking from my perspective, how I evolve and how I see my relationship with God. It's not about the rules, the religion. Nobody is perfect. I'm supposed to be sitting up here. It's like, okay, I'm gonna constantly do this. I'm constantly do that. But we're human. We're human. And your relationship with God or whatever spiritual being you have, it's a work in progress. That's life. Life is a journey. No, it's not, so that's where I'm coming from a perspective. So when you say like church folks, like you say, not all, but to me, in my opinion, it's the religiousness when it comes to church folks, the rules and the church rules. You got people in different religions that practice different religions and stuff. I'm just using Catholics as an example. Look at their history. Look at the Catholic Church. Nobody is perfect. You know what I'm saying? And then they have these rule lists, but we're all imperfect. And not to excuse wrongdoing, especially when you're harming someone. Not saying that whatsoever at all. But like I said, to me, it's not about the rules. It's about your relationship, your heart, growth. You know what I'm saying?
But I want to interject.
Go ahead.
Everything is moralistic. So in actuality, her mom may not think she did anything wrong.
Ooh, you know what?
So it's almost your moral values. Maybe Tamika's changed, her mom's didn't. And in her mom's mind, I'm the mother. You never raise up on me, right or wrong.
That's that old school type of thing.
That's why I say those church folks to me. That's my slang for those people. Who set in their ways of the old school.
Or you could say, do as I say, not as I do.
Right, and not even caring that they're emotionally harming their child.
Right. We running out. It's a time.
She's not even
9 minutes on this. 9 minutes.
Okay. She's not even acknowledging that she's emotionally hurting her child. There's no remorse in that woman's voice for Tamika. There's no remorse for that. It was almost pity when give me a hug. Yeah, okay, we okay now. There was no remorse for nothing. That's my perception. My perception.
Right.
You know, so it was almost phony. So Tamika knew better to say, I tried. So if she want to continue this beef, it's gonna continue. But I don't made amends. I don't wipe my hands clean, my slate clean with it. But hopefully they, as a family, can work it out. But
I hope they go to therapy.
Mother needs to acknowledge that she's hurting.
That's accountability. Yeah, it's accountability.
That is it.
Yeah,
they would never move past it.
Accountability.
Excuse me?
Accountability. You're right.
Yeah, they would never grow. They would never move past anything until her mother admits fault. And it does not seem that like her mother will ever admit that she was wrong.
Yeah,
her mother,
I hope it don't be too
instead
late.
of saying, I'm wrong, baby, it's going to be, well, I told you, or I did this, or if it wasn't for me, da-da-da. She's going to gaslight her. That's a typical gaslighter. Just say, baby, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I've been hurting you all this time. I didn't realize that you were emotionally affected this way. That's the apology Tamika needs. Right. And I don't think her mother is capable of giving it to her.
Right. And the father, is the father still alive? I don't know that part.
I don't know. I didn't research that.
Okay. Well, I probably, because it's kind of giving me, Tony, have you ever watched the Braxtons when they mom was, they reality show when it was on? They give Evelyn, it's like everything they mom say is right. They got the utmost, and the mom is seem a little bitter, and I say this respectfully, that the husband, he cheated on her, and he done moved on with his life, and he done married,
and he's happy.
Yeah, and so
he's moved on, and he's happy.
But it took some of the girls to get on board to like the dad again, because the mom, Miss Evelyn, they mind, and like she controlling everything, so the girls fall in place. Miss E runs it with the Braxtons. But it's like she separated them emotionally and bond-wise from their dad, in a sense. I think now they're rebuilding, but she was like that wedge because of what the dad did. You know what I'm saying? To her. And he's still alive. And
that resentment transcends to the kids.
Yeah.
Especially the
ones
it
could go either way.
It's either the mom,
right. It could be the mom. So I believe especially like in Tamika's situation, if she was more on board with probably whatever her mom, or if she had more character or more, whatever the case may be, that didn't remind her of her dad, then maybe their relationship, it's unfortunate, maybe their relationship would be
it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tamika might have the likeness of her father. She visually resembles him the most. Her personality and attitude is probably most like her father. Wow. And because her mother obviously seems kind of bitter, because she has to champion herself of, I raised them on my own, by myself. I did this. I made you. So she wants some accolades too.
I'm the fifth member.
But
I said, go, mama.
Right. I'm the fifth member.
I said, well, she's like, I am the
get that woman her flowers, y'all.
I felt like I was
a woman her flowers.
Like I was a little kid getting scolded watching that, like, what the hell? You know how we little kids and then back in the day, how they used to be on us about, that was the type of energy. Yeah. She represents that type of old school, like, they getting everybody in check, the kids down the block and everything. It's like, what? But
it's a whole different society now. The old school iron hand does not rule anymore.
Yeah.
It's outdated. It doesn't work. The kids now are crazy as hell.
Yeah.
They skipped a generation. So I had a conversation with an older woman, and she wanted to walk up to this younger guy, and tell him to pull his pants up.
Oh, wow. Oh,
and I was like, why would you do that? Well, his underwear showing is disrespectful. I said, so if he can't turn around and cursed you out or maybe hit you, then what?
Right.
I said, this is not the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, or the 80s.
We're dealing with a different breed.
You're dealing with a different breed. These kids will hurt you. You have an opportunity to mind your business. If they're not affecting you physically, emotionally, or directly, mind your business.
Right.
Mind your business.
Yeah.
Don't invite that, you know, that energy.
Yeah, that energy. I agree.
Do not invite that energy to you. Because
that
you could have otherwise had a good day.
Unwanted energy. You know,
this person has the ability to make you have a bad day.
Right. And you don't know what that person is experiencing.
Right. So that's why I say you gave them the ability to make you have a bad day. Right. When all you had to do was look past the man's draws and took yourself home.
Well,
so you got to be accountable for your actions too.
Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Amasha, we're going to do a part 2 to this.
Okay.
Thank you for coming on, jumping on to give your opinion and review and commentary of this. And this is to be continued. This is part 1, you guys. Thank you, Amasha, for joining me. Everybody, we need for you to like, share, subscribe to the Mix, like, share, subscribe to my channel. If you want to donate, you can send a zelle to tplegal30@gmail.com. Or I have a cash app, $capital THEMIXx30. Again, thank you all for tuning in to the Mix. I appreciate the support. Amasha, go ahead and say what you're going to say, and then I'll just tune on out of here.
You all like, share, and subscribe to the Mix. Thanks for listening.
All right, you guys. Thank you for tuning in to the Mix. And I will talk to you guys soon. Drop a comment. Let us know your thoughts on this and our conversation. Drop a comment in the comment section. Thumbs up. Do a thumbs up if you believe Tamika's mom was right. Thumbs down if Tamika's mom was wrong. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.